Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Darlington Energy Complex. My name is Carol Gregoris, and I'm a project director on the Darlington New Nuclear Project. Before we begin this morning's event, I would like to respectfully acknowledge that the lands on which the Darlington New Nuclear Project is situated are within the Gunshot Treaty. The Darlington Energy Complex, where we are today, the Darlington New Nuclear Project lands, and other OPG operations are located in the treaty and traditional territory of the Mississauga and Chippewa Nations, collectively known as the Williams Treaties First Nations. OPG respectfully acknowledges that the Williams Treaties First Nations are the stewards and caretakers of these lands, and that they continue to maintain this responsibility to ensure their health and integrity for generations to come. As a company, OPG remains committed to developing positive and mutually beneficial relationships with Indigenous communities. This commitment has largely guided and informed our engagement for the Darlington New Nuclear Project. OPG's respect for the rights of Indigenous peoples forms the foundation of our recently published Reconciliation Action Plan. This commitment has largely guided which contains actions, the Reconciliation Action Plan, which contains actions that will factor into project planning and further inform our engagement. I would like to say thank you, miigwech, to the Indigenous communities who have been part of this project over the last year. Their willingness to engage in discussions with us and the learning and feedback they have provided have been very valuable. I have learned a great deal from them. We are still in the early days of planning this project, and our goal is to make this project an example of Indigenous engagement and relationship building so that we can show the value of early discussions, real listening to Indigenous voices, and incorporation of Indigenous knowledge for the overall protection of the environment. As a company, OPG believes strongly that small modular reactors are a key contributor to OPG's plan to be a net zero company by 2040 and a critical catalyst for a net zero carbon economy by 2050. Today's announcement is a key milestone on a journey that actually started in 2006. Many of you will remember that it was then that OPG was first directed to initiate the federal approvals process for the new nuclear generating units at the Darlington site. It was March 2011 when the Darlington New Nuclear Project team participated in the public hearing for the environmental assessment and license to prepare site. And it was the summer of 2012 when our environmental assessment was accepted and we received our site preparation license from the Canadian Nuclear Safety Commission. Not long after we received that license, the project was deferred for a number of years due to reduced electricity demand forecast. In 2018, we were excited to announce the resumption of planning had begun for the Darlington New Nuclear Project by way of a small modular reactor. Now, with more than a year of detailed technology assessment work completed, as well as project planning and ongoing Indigenous and public engagement, and last month's issuance of our renewed site preparation license from the Canadian Nuclear Safety Commission, an important day has finally arrived. I'd like to ask our President and CEO, Ken Hartwick, to share the news we've all been waiting for. Ken.
Thanks, Carol. First of all, good morning, and thank everyone for being here today. And I do want to welcome our Minister of Energy, Todd Smith, our Regional Chair, John Henry, and Mayor Foster for being here, as well as Heather Chalmers for being here from GE Hitachi Nuclear Energy. Today is exciting, as Carol said, that we're here to announce that we have selected our technology partner to proceed with our SMR, which is GE Hitachi Nuclear Energy. And this is an exciting day for OPG, exciting day for GEH, exciting day for the province. And it represents a major milestone for us and for the development of new nuclear in Canada. And today, I think we really want to start with the recognition that there's been a lot of work done by a lot of teams to get us to this point, including the OPG team. And I really want to extend my thanks for the work that they've been able to do and accomplish to get us to this point. And now the work starts to move the project forward through the technical engineering design phases, through to the regulatory process, so that we can be in a position to advance the development of an SMR on the Darlington site. As Carol mentioned, we think this project will benefit all of Ontario, will benefit Canada, and I think more broadly across the world as it becomes part of our decarbonization effort that we all know we need to contribute to and be part of, and we're excited about it. You know, we already have an amazing nuclear industry in Canada between our two plants here, Darlington and Pickering, as well as the Bruce Power site and New Brunswick, and this will really just build on what we are doing at these sites and develop this into the next phase of how we are going to decarbonize the economy that we work in and the economy that we want to thrive in Ontario. And similar to what we've done right here at Darlington, where we're refurbishing our four reactors, which are on schedule, on budget, we intend to do the same thing on the SMR side, that we will build the new technology, advance the planning of it, and work with our partners, GEH, to develop this with the same level of rigor and same level of competence that we have done on our Darlington refurbishment. So it's exciting. I can tell you, every employee at OPG, our board of directors are excited to continue down this path and to work with all the communities and all the stakeholders that are so important for this to be a success across what we want to try to do, and to I think lay the groundwork for Canada to be a leader in this. It's really, really important, I think, for all of us, and Minister Smith and I have talked about this, that we have such a remarkable supply chain across the province, many of which are on the map behind me. And this, I think, will be a real opportunity for the Ontario and Canada supply chain that is so deep in the nuclear side to move forward with us and GEH to develop something truly special and truly something that we can be proud of. I do want to sort of echo Carol's comments around our Indigenous communities. It's a big part of everything we do, whether it's nuclear or hydroelectric or other facilities that we have. We're on their lands. We have made a commitment in our Reconciliation Action Plan to involve our Indigenous communities, both from an economic development, from a consultation, from an advice standpoint, and that's something that we intend to do as we move forward with this project as well over the coming years. And I really do want to stress that the Durham region and all the support we get here is always great, and I know there will be comments to that effect, but it's important to the community here, and is something that we're going to make Durham region that energy hub that we've talked about many times. So we want to continue and expand on that. So with that, there's lots of work ahead. You know, picking the technology, and our technology partner has been a lot of work, and it's great. We're excited to move forward with GEH and develop something here that all of us can be proud of, and perhaps showcase the rest of the world on how another nuclear project can be done really well. So thank you, and a special thanks for all of our employees who worked on this project. It was truly an amazing team effort, and I really appreciate everything that you've done. Thank you.
Thank you, Ken. And you certainly are right. We are all very excited. I've received more texts this morning than I think I've ever got before 9 o'clock. And I know the whole company is very, very excited about this. Our team is looking forward to working with GE Hitachi Nuclear Energy to further develop this SMR technology that we've been working on, with the mutual goal of deploying Canada's first commercial grid-scale SMR. We would also like to thank Terrestrial Energy and X-Energy for their work with us over the last year. They have promising technology and great skilled teams, and we wish them the best in their future technology development and projects. As Ken mentioned, with us today is Ontario's Minister of Energy, Todd Smith. The minister has spoken in the past about SMRs being a potential game changer for the energy industry, given their versatility and ability to generate clean, low-cost energy, enabling their potential to act as an ideal solution for unique energy challenges. Minister Smith.
Thanks very much, Carol. It's exciting to be here. It's great to be with you and the team from OPG. It's great to have our local representatives here as well, our regional champion, John Henry, and also our Mayor, Adrian Foster. I know you're super supportive of what's happening here on this footprint with OPG, and we all are. And thanks, Carol, for the kind introduction. And Ken, it's great to be here with your team in Clarington, as this is World Nuclear Energy Day. We all knew that, right? So it's exciting to be here and taking part in this exciting announcement about OPG selecting their technology for the Darlington SMR project. I've been the minister now for about 6 months, and this is exciting. I mean, this really is exciting news. It's great to be joined here by Heather Chalmers as well from GE Hitachi, and great to see you again, Heather, and also Lisa McBride is here too from GE Hitachi and also from Ontario Women in Nuclear. And I think that's fantastic, the work that's happening there. As Ken said, OPG has taken the time and a lot of work to ensure that it's selected the technology that best fits the unique characteristics of the Darlington site, including the ability to work to OPG's schedule and deliver Canada's first commercial grid-scale SMR before the end of this decade. I'm really excited to see the progress as you collaborate with OPG to engineer and build the next generation of nuclear power right here in Ontario. Congratulations to you, Heather, and the team at your head office in Markham. We're really excited to see that team grow over the next number of years as well. Our government really has never been shy at all, and I certainly haven't been, about our support for nuclear power here in Ontario, and today is no exception. The generating stations that we have at Darlington and Pickering and Bruce really are the foundation. They're the backbone of our clean energy system that we have in Ontario, supplying about 60% of the province's electricity and providing reliable, competitively priced and emissions-free power every single day. With today's announcement, Ontario is primed to bolster our position as a global leader in new technologies like SMRs that represent tremendous economic and environmental opportunities for our province, our country, and indeed the entire world. Economic and environmental opportunities. Today, Canada's nuclear sector supports 76,000 jobs, most of which are, again, on that board behind me, and they're right here in Ontario. We've got the expert workforce, we have the supply chain, we have the operational and regulatory experience necessary to be a first mover on this cutting-edge low-carbon technology. With OPG, GE Hitachi, and Ontario's supply chain partners working together in the development of SMRs, we're excited for even more good-paying jobs, not just here in the Durham region, Ontario's clean energy capital, but in communities across the province that are home to supply chain providers like Port Hope and Cobourg and Peterborough and Cambridge and many, many others, as again you can see on the map behind me. SMRs are also going to enable Ontario and Canada to continue our global leadership in zero-emission nuclear technology and innovation. The small modular reactor here at Darlington will build on the legacy of CANDU reactors which have helped countries around the world, including Argentina, South Korea, India, Romania, and China, decrease their emissions. The world, literally, is watching what we do next. They're watching this announcement today. And as Ken mentioned, GE Hitachi's design is perfectly sized to help jurisdictions around the world move off emitting resources like coal. We know there's renewed interest globally in nuclear technology. The world is abuzz talking about it. And Ontario and our supply chain are gearing up to supply the world and export Ontario's nuclear expertise. Simply put, our opportunity to be a leader in this technology is right here, right now. And I look forward to continuing the ongoing work with our provincial partners. I was on the phone last night with my counterparts in Saskatchewan and New Brunswick and Alberta to deploy SMR technology across Canada, and I hope to work closely with our federal partners as Ontario moves ahead with this clean, zero-emissions energy source. So as we come together around shared values of more jobs and a cleaner grid, we're now ready to further realize our vision of Ontario's international prominence in nuclear technology. Again, congratulations to the team at OPG that has worked so hard over the last many, many years, and congratulations to GE Hitachi on today's announcement. Thanks, everyone, for being here.
Thank you, Minister Smith. This project certainly benefits from your support, and hopefully we'll have you back soon for the shovel in the ground for the site preparation activities. I'd like to welcome now our new partner, Heather Chalmers, President and CEO of GE Canada, who I'm sure shares our excitement today. Heather.
I left mine.
I know.
So good morning, everyone. It is my honor and pleasure to be here with you today for this thrilling moment. Thank you, Carol, Ken, and Minister Smith for your remarks. As you can tell, we are extremely excited for what this means for our future. Today is a great day. As a company, we have been in Ontario and Canada since 1892. From the day our founder, Thomas Edison, built a manufacturing facility in this province, we have worked to deliver cutting-edge technology solutions to Canadians. We are proud of our Canadian roots. And today, we are renewing our commitment to the province and to this country. In the 1950s and 60s, Canadian General Electric partnered with AECL and Ontario Hydro, which is now OPG, in the design and commissioning of the 20-megawatt reactor that became the basis for the entire CANDU fleet. Today, GE Hitachi is working together with OPG, the province, and many other stakeholders to build the BWRX 300. This first-of-a-kind reactor represents the future of nuclear power, not only in Canada, but across the world. By making this decision, OPG and Ontario are demonstrating a clear example of how Canada can lead in the global energy transition. We are proud to partner with them on this journey. Together, we will work to deploy this reactor right here in Darlington. This is a story of Ontario and OPG working with industry, multiple levels of government, and the local community to build on our legacy, history of performance and innovation as a global Tier 1 nuclear country. Ontario and OPG are positioned to be the first mover in small modular reactor technology globally. This announcement, as you've heard, will create and support thousands of highly skilled jobs to build, operate, and service the SMR fleet. These jobs are in mining, manufacturing, engineering, services, and much more that will be created and sustained here in Ontario and across the country. The jobs that will be created here to build the first-of-a-kind reactor will be sustained in the long run by significant and growing interest in this reactor in other provinces and globally. Today, GE operates in more than 170 countries across the world. 1/3 of the world's electricity is generated using GE technology. This includes more than 65 reactors licensed in 10 countries. As a company, we have more than 60 years of experience in designing, deploying, fueling, and servicing nuclear reactor technology. This SMR builds on those decades of real-world operating experience and innovation. And this reactor is the safest and simplest boiling water reactor we have ever designed. As a company, we are committed to tackling the world's toughest challenge. Climate change is one of those urgent global priorities, and a diverse portfolio of technology solutions will be required for the energy transition. We believe that nuclear power, and small modular reactors in particular, are a critical component of addressing the climate change journey. Thomas Edison once said, "I find what the world needs and I invent it." Well, today, the world and our net journey needs nuclear. We deeply appreciate Ontario and OPG's support and trust in GE, and we are thrilled to be your partner in this call to action. At GE, we are singularly focused on one thing: building a world that works. However, we cannot do this alone. It will take all of us, governments, energy producers, OEMs, utilities, research institutions, Indigenous communities, and other stakeholders working together to make this a vision a reality. And on a personal note, some of you may know, some may not, but I am from Pickering, Ontario. My parents still live there. The nuclear power plant was part of our skyline, and my first job when I was in engineering school was at the Pickering nuclear power plant. So this is very personal to me. In closing, I want to thank everyone here today for your commitment to the vision of how this first-of-a-kind SMR can provide safe, reliable, affordable, and carbon-free power for generations to come. Thank you for taking this first step of the journey with us, and we are excited for the impact that we're going to make in Ontario, in Canada, and for the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Heather. Today, you and your team join us as part of this landmark project. We on the Darlington New Nuclear Project team are really excited to further this partnership and move closer to realizing our vision. OPG holds our social license in extremely high regard, and we strive to conduct ourselves in a way that is transparent, respectful, and supportive of our local community. Our relationships and the mutual trust we've developed with stakeholders are crucial to our ongoing operations. So it is only fitting that joining us for today's event are our Regional Chair, John Henry, and Mayor of Clarington, Adrian Foster. Chair Henry, can I ask you to come up and say a few words, please?
So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And since Minister Smith called me last night, and we had this great, fantastic, awesome conversation, I've had a smile on my face that I haven't been able to get rid of. You know, I want to welcome you to the fastest growing region in Canada, but, you know, as elected officials, we get a chance, Mayor Foster, Minister Smith and I, to go out and see great announcement each and every day. But you're in a room today where this announcement has the potential of changing the world. It's that point in history where you can say, I was there. And I'm so excited to be here today, not just because we are the energy capital of Ontario, that now we will be the energy capital of Canada and the world. And the jobs that this will provide to young people to live that dream of living in the fastest growing community in the country, but not only that, about a job that pays a living wage that will make a difference in the environment around the world. What a story. And it's that moment in history, and we're here today. So to GE and Hitachi, I want to say thank you for being here and what you're doing. And Ken, to you and your team here. OPG has been one of the most amazing community partners in the region for almost my entire life. Your employees continue to amaze me with not only what they do in their spare time and how they volunteer their time, but how they're out in the community as coaches, as leaders, and doing the things they do, and you as a community partner. It has been awesome to watch. And Heather, I got my start in business starting at OPG in Pickering by repairing the typewriters and that technology a long time ago, and look at where we are today. We have traveled this road, and we are going to change the world, and it's great that it's going to happen right here in Durham, the new energy capital of the world. Have a wonderful day, and it's great to be here with you.
From typewriters to small modular reactors. Thank you, Chair Henry. Mayor Foster, would you like to come up, please?
So when I come to these events, I'm typically not stressed. I'm used to talking to people. Then as I listen to the people who go before me, I wonder what is left and how I am going to match the energy level. Thank you, John, Mr. Minister. But I'm going to share a couple of things. So, Mr. Minister, as John said, after our conversation last night, I have done nothing but smile. And, you know, I can tell you that when I am invited here, and you and your colleagues are here, I am delighted to show up. So if you want to come back next week with an announcement of 1,800 megawatts, give or take, we are in. Just to let you know, we are in. So some of you have heard me say that when the sun rises from the east in the morning to greet the Greater Toronto Area, it gently kisses Clarington first. And while you didn't see it today because of the weather, when the sun rose in the east this morning, it gently kissed the future of the nuclear industry in Canada and globally by virtue of this announcement and this incredible step forward. Clarington is not only a willing host, we are a proud host, and we are an excited host for all of the reasons that you've articulated. Having an impact not just here in Ontario, but Canada and the globe, and helping to position ourselves as providers of solutions, as well as those amazing jobs and the amazing relationship that we have with OPG and that I know we are going to build with GE Hitachi. So thank you for this step forward. Thank you for the many steps, both OPG and the provincial government on this file that is so important to so many of us. And I will be delighted when you call me back here again.
Thank you very much, Mayor Foster. We are proud to be leading the way toward new nuclear at the Darlington site, which will be critical in making a meaningful impact on climate change and reaching our net zero goals. The partnership announced today between OPG and GE Hitachi Nuclear Energy means further development of the plans and technology which will provide low-carbon energy for Ontario, enables future deployments, and lays critical infrastructure for the SMR industry and nuclear supply chain in Canada. Being a first mover of SMR technology is a significant global leadership advantage for our province and for Canada to capture the benefits and export market opportunities. It ensures that OPG can help define the next generation of nuclear technology in a way that makes sense for Ontario. OPG has a unique combination of extensive experience, an existing site license and environmental assessment, and world-class operating experience, combined with world-leading nuclear project experience that comes from our on-schedule, on-budget refurbishment project. The future of nuclear is here, and our team is thrilled to be part of it. Thank you all for being with us today and sharing in this major project milestone and key next step to the future deployment of SMRs in our province and beyond. If anyone has any questions for our speakers, we'll do those one-on-one now. Thank you again for joining us today.